Hello. Have you ever had to make a really tough decision? I think one of the most difficult decisions any person can ever make is when you go to McDonald's and you have to choose whether you're going to have nuggets or a cheeseburger in your Happy Meal. How do you guys do it? How do you decide? I mean, cheeseburgers are delicious. The combination of the cheese with the ketchup and the mustard, it's just something else. But honestly, nuggets, they're just so good, especially if you have them with sweet and sour sauce. How do you know what the right decision is? At some point, you just got to suck it up and make a decision. It takes bravery and courage to make a decision, especially when it's a tricky one. For some of us, making choices and decisions is actually really tricky. It can make us feel a bit anxious. Maybe we're worried what we're going to miss out on. Maybe we're worried that we're going to get the choice wrong. Whatever it feels like for you, the start of a new year is a great chance to think about having a fresh start in your thinking and your approach to making choices. Because in life, you are going to have to make far braver choices than whether you're going to have a cheeseburger or nuggets. And the Bible is full of examples of people that had to make some really tricky, brave choices. Let me give you some examples. Number 1, Queen Esther, who had to decide whether she was going to be silent and protect herself or speak out to save her own people. Crazy, right? Number 2, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who had to choose whether they were going to worship the king or worship God. If they worshipped the king, they were promised safety. If they worshipped God, they were told that they were going to be put into a fire. Other people had to choose whether they were going to be followers of Jesus or go to jail. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Now here in modern day Australia, those situations seem pretty dramatic, and they're not ones that you're going to have to face. But you are going to be faced with tough decisions. And this year, I wonder if you need to make a fresh choice about what your decisions will be. When someone's getting bullied at school, will you stand by and do nothing, or will you help them by getting a teacher? When your friends are joking around and putting someone down, are you going to join in, or are you going to tell your friends to stop and stand up for the other person? When that same kid doesn't get invited to yet another birthday party, are you going to choose to invite them to yours, or are you going to care more about what your friends would think? It takes strength to make good decisions and to make wise choices. And the Bible tells us that actually we don't have to find the strength in ourselves, that we can ask God for help. In 1 Chronicles 16:11, it tells us to seek the Lord and His strength, not seek our own strength. And that actually we can seek His presence every day, all the time. That God's strength is always there for us to rely on and to know what the right decision is. So this year, JRevers, we challenge you to a bit of a fresh start with some of your decision making, knowing that God is always with you and you can rely on His strength to make wise choices. So if you don't remember anything else from today, I want you to remember this. When you're looking for a fresh start in your decision making, start with God. Lean into His strength and He'll help you make really good choices.